Hey, what's going on, YouTube? My name's Ramsey. I'm a barber out of East Texas, and I'm going to start this little journey on doing haircut tutorials. So, today I'll be doing a mid-fade on my client here, and his hair is already seemingly short. So, it's just like a little cleanup haircut. But, first off, I'm making the bald guideline with my Babyliss, and I don't. You can see me digging in pretty deep with the Babyliss, and that is just because I don't have them all the way zero gapped. There's a little space in between the blades, and that's the reason for me digging in. Now I'll come back with my sabers, and I'll clean up just because these are a little bit more, precise. They're a little bit sharper, so that way when I come in with my shaver, it's a lot easier to clean up, and it's not tugging on the hair, on the hair is hard. But then I'll come in with my Stylecraft Instincts, and I'll make my first guideline, or my second guideline. My first one be my bald, that I made with my Babyliss. So this one, you can see I make the point where his edge is a little bit shorter than the rest of it, and I come up about a quarter inch to a half inch on the rest of the hair. And that is just because the shape of the head, his edge line is a lot thinner. His vertical bars are a lot thinner, so I want to keep that edge a little bit darker. That's why I'm coming in, a little shorter on the edge line than I do everywhere else on the head. Then I'll come in with my one guard open, and I'll make the same pattern, and towards the back of the head I'm going a little bit wider, just because, like I said, he's getting a 3 on top, and with the 3 on top, the fade doesn't have to be too exaggerated, so I can space out the guidelines pretty good, and the space of the fade will be, it'll be pretty even, and I can spread it out pretty good. So now on my fourth guideline, I'll be doing a 2 with my Instincts, a 2 closed, and this will be my final guideline, and I'll work my way back down, fading out the guidelines that I've set. So after this 2, I'll be putting in I'll be putting my 1.5 and fading in the 1 open to the 2 closed. And I'll be playing with my lever. You'll see me, kind of flick on and off my lever, just to get that, that precise detailing when, trying to take those guidelines out. But I try to use only the corner on the shorter areas of the hair. So like the half or the 1, I'll do a lot of corner work. But I'm still using this 1.5, and I'm fading in to my 2 closed, and I'll come back and do the 2 open and the 3 closed on the top of the head. So now I'm coming in with my 1, and I have it closed, and as you can see, I'm using my corners to fade it in. And after my 1, I like to use my half just to kind of do that little extra cleanup, because obviously the 1 closed isn't gonna fade in, a no guard open. It's just gonna be a little bit more detail. So I'll get my half, and as you can see, I have it on fast motion, but as you can see, I'm barely tapping it. I'm trying not to dig in too much, because I don't want to recreate another guideline, or create another guideline, I should say. But a lot of corner work, and a lot of playing with your lever. You want to start off with the lever open, just so you don't dig too much into what you've already cut. But I'm still cleaning up with my 1.5, and right after this 1.5, I'll do my no guard, and I have a 3-step after this, which would be no guard halfway closed, so on the 3rd notch, then on the 2nd notch, then on the 1st notch. So I'm coming in with my Instincts. I have these red Instincts that I'm using are zero gapped, which makes it a lot easier when I'm fading in the zeros, you know. But yeah, I'll come in with my third notch, like I said before, and then my second notch and my first notch. And that just makes it easier on myself, just because I have those guidelines set up in my head. So it just makes it a lot easier for me, you know. And once I'm done with that process, I'll come back and do detail work, obviously. So now, as you can see, I'm blending out that zero, and the fade's coming out, you know, a lot cleaner. But after that, I'll do the shaver, which I don't show me using the shaver in this video, which I should have. But like I said, it's one of my first videos that I'm putting out, so it's you know, it's a work in progress, obviously. Now I'm coming back with my sabers, you know, to clean up that just whatever I had left to see. And now on his edge, you know, you always have to remember to start on the, you know, in the very middle, you know, and work your way out. Which, you know, like I said, my client here, he comes pretty frequently, you know, every other week. So his edge isn't too out of whack. But yeah, like I said, always start in the middle, and his edge is pretty consistent, so I don't have to do any pushback, you know, I can keep it pretty natural. On his vertical bars, you know, it's pretty consistent. You know, he doesn't have, you know, a super whack edge line, so it's real easy just to set the blade on the edge, you know, on the vertical bars, and just kind of clean that little excess hair up, you know, those baby hairs that make the edge pop out. But yeah, like I said, you know, start from the middle. Always start from the middle, you know, just so you get that first initial guide, you know, that lets you be able to see, you know, where you're going, working out towards the sides. But yeah, guys, so this is the haircut. This is the final product. I should have zoomed in a little bit just so you can see a little bit more detail. But yeah, y'all comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.